Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee, and we have an exciting match tonight against two 1-0 rookies, Tom T-House Houseman versus Rajko the Psycho Kriminac. On the desk with me is Dylan Vicious Van Plan. I should say my name, Payson Cinemaster Johnson. Dylan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. Yeah, this is a very exciting one, as you said, because both these guys, two full-on rookies. Like sometimes we have rookies or people that played in other leagues in multiplex or in like melee teams. These guys completely new in just the channel in general this year. So I'm very excited. They both had very impressive showings in their debut matches, putting up big numbers. And yeah, I'm very excited to see who comes out on top, because I think these are two very strong rookies who could go very far.
Absolutely. Big numbers from both players. Tom won his debut match against Brian Nussbaum, and Rajko won his debut match against Eric Moreno. I'm excited for tonight's match. I always love getting fresh blood into this league. Both these players are very promising. Let's see who takes it out tonight. But your first competitor tonight, as we move into pre-match interviews, Rajko, as we said, you got that first victory. I know with you now being on the writers team, I know how seriously you take the game, and I love seeing that from a player. How are you feeling coming into this match against Tom tonight?
A lot worse after I watched this match. He's good. But I am prepared. I actually studied a bit for this one, so we'll see how it goes. But Tom knows his stuff. So all I'm hoping for is going to be a good match.
All you want is a good match. Can't say much more than that. But yeah, we're going to head into the interview with your opponent tonight, Tom, the T-House Houseman. Tom, how are you doing tonight? Did you watch Rajko's match like he did?
I'm doing good. I watched Rajko's match. You know, same thing. He's a really strong competitor. He has a really wide base of knowledge. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to have to resort to some psychological tactics. I prepared some roasts about Rajko to undermine him and throw him off his game. Rajko is so old that his strength category is talkies. Rajko is so old that the first animated movie he saw was a cave painting. Rajko is so old that the first mystery movie he saw was about how many of a horse's legs leave the ground at the same time when it runs. Rajko is so old that the first horror movie he saw was about a train that was coming off the screen straight towards him. Rajko is so old that when he saw A Star is Born in theaters, he said, "I prefer the original," but the version he had just seen was the 1937 version, and the original he was referring to was The Big Bang. I think I've gotten in his head. Let's just movie trivia questions.
Good friends with a man by the name of Kaleb Koho. He one time got a strike because he was too mean to another competitor. I fear for what's going to happen to Tom after this match, but I think we just jump right into this match. I think you'll be fine, Tom. Round one's going to work like this. It is our whiteboard round. Competitors are going to receive eight questions from 8 different general movie categories. They will have 15 seconds to write their answer on their board once they hear the question, after which we will say pens down, and they will reveal their answer all 8 questions correctly. You will receive a bonus question asked to you and only to you, or if your opponent gets the perfect round as well, it will be asked to them as well. Throughout the duration of the match, competitors will get 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Any questions before we head into our first question? All right, in which case, I'm going to ask you your first question in the category of comedy. At the beginning of 22 Jump Street, what does Channing Tatum's character Janko tell the drug dealers that his name is? I love this movie.
It's a good film. Good film.
Yeah, very, very good film. Do you prefer this one or the original, Dylan, if I could ask?
Oh, this one. I honestly don't even remember all that much about the original.
Fair. Yeah, I think Ice Cube's performance in 22 Jump Street is all-time comedic performance.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tom, we're going to go to you.
I remember it was some they were pretending to be Mexican, so I'm going to say it was like taco or something.
And we're going to go to Rajko.
George Takei.
Close. We're looking for Jeff. My name is Jeff. Dylan, hit him with our next question.
Sure thing. Your next question will come in the category of the 1980s. Tom Cruise, John Turturro, and Paul Newman all appear in what 1980s movie? See, I added in the doc, it just said 80s movie, and I added the 19, and that's what screwed me up there.
You literally made it harder for yourself, and then you screwed yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what am I doing? All right, I'll continue.
Good thing, because I did see the original in 1880.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rajko will go to you.
Color of Money.
And we will go to Tom.
The Color of Money.
The Color of Money, both correct.
Yep.
That hurt me. I had to do the American spelling.
Fair. Well, we appreciate it. As we head into your third question in the category of directors, who directed the 1945 film Brief Encounter?
I personally would have awarded a bonus point if you would have spelled it the Canadian way.
Well, Dylan, I love you, but I kind of hate you for that. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. If we're being honest, it's technically the correct way. Us Americans are just.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, let's just be honest.
Because
5.
in America, we don't care about you.
No, I love that. Just more honest than that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tom will go to you.
Very good movie. Very sad movie. David Lean.
Go to Rajko.
Yeah, he's right. George Cukor.
David Lean is correct, and you are correct. It is a very good movie. Tom taking the lead there.
And your next question will come in the category of mystery/thriller. In what 2000s thriller will you find a detective who shoots his partner dead while chasing a murderer whom he blames for his partner's death? Yeah, I was doing a play on words on the last question. I don't have any ill will towards America. It's just,
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
I make a lot of jokes towards Jack Pinchuk and Cameron Holtzman, but I don't have any ill will towards Canada, for being honest.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been at the back of my mind. Does Payson secretly hate me because I'm Canadian?
No, absolutely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rajko will go to you.
I don't know what kind of country spelling this is. Insomnia.
And we will go to Tom.
It's the American spelling. I'll take it. It's Insomnia.
It's the correct spelling of insomnia. Both players correct.
I don't know the Swedish spelling.
Well, that's
I assume it's
fair.
pretty similar.
We're going to head to your fifth question in the category of Oscars. Name 2 of the 4 actresses who lost the Best Actress Oscar to Emma Stone at the most recent ceremony. Going to give you guys a little bit extra time here.
General thoughts on the most recent Oscars ceremony overall.
I think it was
going to specifics.
Yeah, I think it was a really good ceremony. My favorite movie won Best Picture. I won't say what movie that is. I was very happy with the winners. Yeah, and overall, I just think the presentation was really, really well done, which, considering recent years, is more than you can say.
True.
I'm going to give the countdown in 5, 4.
Repeat, please.
3. That is Rajko's first repeat. Name 2 of the 4 actresses who lost the Best Actress Oscar to Emma Stone at the most recent ceremony.
Yeah, I still wish they wouldn't have sang and danced through the in memoriam, but
That was the low light of the ceremony. That was like, guys, what are we doing here?
It's like, why are you intentionally drawing attention away from the most important?
I saw a really funny tweet where it was like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to be dancing at the Oscars. Oh, that's awesome, sweetie. Yeah, during the in memoriam section. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tom, we're going to go to you.
Lily Gladstone and Nyad herself, Annette Bening.
And we will go to Rajko.
No, I only got one.
Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon and Annette Bening for Nyad is correct. Tom getting the points there. Also would have accepted Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall and Carey Mulligan for Maestro.
8. So then your next question will come in the category of drama. In One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Randall tries to convince Nurse Ratched to let him and the other patients watch what specific sporting event?
So, you know, I'm going to swerve on this question. Are you more of an up your arsenal guy or more of a crack in time guy?
What?
That was so I saw Ratchet and I was like, oh, Ratchet and Clank. I'm gonna ask him what's his favorite Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, my bad.
That's fine. I played one of the games. Don't remember what it was called.
There, very good franchise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rajko will go to you,
It's the World Series, which is baseball.
and we will go to Tom.
It is the World Series, and that is baseball.
World Series is correct. Both players hitting that. As we move into your penultimate question, in the category of actors and actresses, what actor appears in Annie Hall, 1978's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and The Big Chill? And if I do say so myself, Dylan, 3 very good movies.
Let's see. How many have I seen? I have seen 1.
Ooh,
And it is very good. Yeah.
nice.
Recently, I made a list of all the blind spot movies that I have, and I'm going through them all. And a couple of these are on here.
One of these is maybe my favorite romantic comedy of all time.
Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
3, 2, 1. Easy joke. I set you up. I'm happy you got it. Tom, we'll go to you.
I threw out Donald Sutherland.
And we will go to Rajko.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum is correct. Rajko cutting into that there.
All right. So then your final question of round number 1 will be in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. In 1990's Total Recall, what profession did Douglas choose to be for his fake vacation?
Thank you so much for picking up on the missing word that I was missing there.
Yeah, no problem.
You're
honestly, I read it over beforehand, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I must have just added it in my head.
So you'll never imagine the amount of words you create in your head when you're silently reading something, and then it comes on, you're like, oh shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Rajko will go to you,
Secret agent / spy.
and we will go to Tom.
Secret agent.
Secret agent / spy is literally what we had in the doc.
I started writing what his profession was before. It's like,
Fair. Yeah. Dylan, after that, I have Tom in the lead with 6, Rajko at 5. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, yep.
All right, but anything can happen as we move into round number 2, also known as our wheel round. Competitors will get a spin at the wheel in which they will receive 5 questions from whatever category they land on. Answer it right there. Get 2 points checked in a multiple choice. You get 1 point. If you don't like the category you land on for your first spin, you can spin again, but you must keep whatever you land on for your second spin. But be careful because there are steals in this round, and just to make sure, if you land on opponent's choice, you must keep whatever you land. Your opponent does get to give you whatever they want there. Your categories in your lovely wheel tonight are 1988 to 1998 Jean-Claude Van Damme films, which is Tom's strength. 1970 to 1999 director filmography, which is Rajko's strength, as well as action adventure, 1990s, 2000s, 1970s, coming of age / teen, and horror. Tom, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or second?
I'll spin second.
All right, then Rajko, this is going to be your first spin. And you land on the category of 1970 to 1999 director filmography. Would you like
I'll take it.
Sounds good. Had a feeling. Dylan, why don't you hit Rajko with his questions in the category of 1970 to 1999 director filmography?
Sure thing. Your first question in this category, Rajko. Who directed Blue Chips, Cruising, and To Live and Die in L.A.?
William Friedkin.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who directed 1976's King Kong, 1978's Death on the Nile, and The Towering Inferno? Okay, can we get both hands on screen?
Oh, sorry. I'll
You're
need
good.
multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, James Bridges, B, Peter Yates, C, John Gillerman, or D, Richard Maibaum. Sorry.
Oh, crap. Which one was it? Can I get the options again, please?
Sure thing. Your options again are A, James Bridges, B, Peter Yates, C, John Gillerman, or D, Richard Maibaum.
I'm going to say Gillerman.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question now. Who directed Places in the Heart, Nobody's Fool, and Billy Bathgate?
Oh, is that who I think it is?
5, 4, 3.
Can I get the options, please? Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Ron Howard, B, Robert Benton, C, Hal Ashby, or D, Dexter Fletcher.
Oh, thank God. The B.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. I almost said the wrong one.
Your penultimate question in this category. Who directed Funny Lady, Max Dugan Returns, and My Blue Heaven?
Herbert Ross.
That is correct for 2 points. So now your final question in this category. Who directed The Jerk, Summer School, and The Man with Two Brains?
Rob Reiner's father, Carl Reiner.
That is correct for 2 points.
Gave me a heart attack there, but thought you were saying Rob Reiner, but
No. I
Should have cut him off right there.
that Rajko getting a clean sweep of that category, getting a score up to 13. Tom remaining at 6. We're going to bring the wheel back in for Tom's first spin. Your spin is in. And you land on the category of opponent's choice. Rajko,
Okay.
give Tom.
I'm debating between two. I was going to go with 1970s, but he kind of knows. You know what? He's such a sweet guy. I'm going to go with horror.
Okay,
horror.
Didn't sound very sweet in the pre-match interviews.
I am old.
All right, Tom, I'm going to be giving you your questions in the category of horror. Your first question. What 2010s horror film, I'm going to start again. What 2010s horror film's cast includes Toni Collette, Adam Scott, and David Koechner?
I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to go multiple choice.
Can we get that hands on screen? Sorry.
Okay, multiple choice.
Yep. Is it A, Final Destination 5, B, Krampus, C, Piranha 3D, or D, Piranha 3 Double D?
Yeah, I should have trusted my instincts. It's Krampus.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question in the category of horror. What is the first name of the main character in 1986's The Fly?
I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Dave, B, Rob, C, Seth, or D, Mark?
A, Dave.
That is incorrect, Rajko. A chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Dave, B, Rob, C, Seth, or D, Mark?
Seth.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
How you spell Seth?
Yeah, you're fine. Tom, your third question in the category of horror. Who directed 1994's Wolf?
Mike Nichols.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Your penultimate question in the category of horror. What is the profession of Patrick Wilson's character in Insidious?
I always mix this up with Sinister. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, lawyer, B, doctor, C, teacher, or D, cop?
C, teacher.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of horror. In 2010's The Crazies, we see an infected person bring a firearm on the field during what sporting event?
Multiple choice.
For your multiple choice options, is it A, baseball game, B, soccer game, C, track meet, or D, football game?
A, baseball game.
And that is correct for 1 point. So after that round, Dylan, I have Tom getting a score up to 11, but with steals, Rajko got his score up to 14. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have. Yep.
All right, but anything can happen in round number 3, also known as the pick.
Literally anything can happen.
Competitors will. Match competitors went back and forth choosing categories to draft that will show up here, and now competitors will go back and forth once again to decide what questions they will be, what categories they want to take to answer questions from. The categories the competitors will be choosing tonight are 1970s, 2000s, directors, musicals, horror, Oscars, 1980s, and animated. Competitors will choose their categories right now. All right, competitors have chosen their categories. Tom, you are behind, so we will be going to you first. What would you like for your 1-pointer?
I'll do animation.
Animation. All right, Dylan, why don't you give Tom his 1-pointer in animation?
Sure thing. So your question in the category of animation. What type of animal is Gloria in the Madagascar franchise?
She's a hippopotamus.
That is correct for 1 point. But you are still down by 2, so we will stick with you now for your 2-pointer. Which category would you like for that?
Musicals.
All right. So your question in the category of musicals. What is the first name of the character played by Anthony Ramos in the Heights?
Usnavi.
That is correct for 2 points and the tie game.
Great pull. So that does tie the game. Rajko, what would you like for your first category?
Oscars.
Oscars for 1 point. Sounds good. Your 1-pointer in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Director for films released in 2017?
I hope I pronounce this right. Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. Yes.
Sorry, it's such a hard name to pronounce.
You're good. You're good. So that does throw us back to Tom. Tom, what would you like for your 3-pointer?
I will take directors.
All right.
All right. So your question in the category of directors. Who has directed entries in the Die Hard and Underworld franchises?
Five. Four.
Len Weissman.
That is correct for 3 points.
Nice.
With that, Tom has taken the lead again, so we bounce it back to Rajko. Rajko, what would you like for your 2-pointer?
I'll take horror.
Horror sounds good. Your 2-pointer to tie the game in the category of horror. And we do need both hands on screen. Thank you so much. What is the first name of Jack's wife in The Shining?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, why? Oh, Jesus Christ. Wendy.
That is correct for 2 points.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so that does bring us, Rajko, because we are tied, but you do have more questions. So what would you like for your 3-pointer?
80s.
80s, all right. Your 3-pointer in the category of 80s. What 80s war film stars Al Pacino and Donald Sutherland during the American War of Independence?
Oh, what is it called?
5, 4, 3.
No, I don't know it.
All right, no answer. The correct answer we were looking for was Revolution.
Okay.
All right, so we are currently in a situation where our players are tied. Dylan, I believe we go back to Tom. Is that not correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to go back to Tom. Situation we're in. If Tom, actually,
There isn't really a situation yet, but yeah.
there's not a situation yet.
All right, there will be after this question.
Yes.
So your
Plan on
4-pointer.
creating a situation.
So your 4-pointer in the category of 2000s, Tom. In the Dark Knight, what is the slogan of Harvey's campaign? Uh-oh, is he frozen?
No.
Oh no.
Am I? Can you
Oh,
see me?
here.
We can hear you.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're here. You're here. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay.
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. In the Dark Knight, what is the slogan of Harvey's campaign?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is your second repeat.
In the Dark Knight, what is the slogan of Harvey's campaign?
I'm pretty sure this is wrong. Gotham's White Knight.
It's unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for I Believe in Harvey Dent.
All right, so now we have a situation. Rajko has his 4-pointer left in 70s. If he misses it, we are going to be going into sudden death. If he hits it, Rajko wins the game. Rajko, your 4-pointer in the category of 1970s. The main characters from Blue Collar worked at a factory that made what?
I think that this is the only thing because it's been so long. Is it Cars?
And your winner, Rajko, the Psycho Kriminac Cars, was correct.
Woo!
Phenomenal game, Dylan. Rajko pulling it out at the end. We are going to be moving into post-match interviews. Tom, I know you didn't pull out the victory tonight, but I don't think you have anything to sneeze at with this victory. 6 points in round one. You got opponent's choice. You were able to navigate it to the best of your ability, and then just some tougher round three questions that I just don't think you were prepared for. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I mean, I don't know horror movies and I don't know character names. So that was really the big difference, was getting that question about the fly wrong. This is the second time in a row that Rajko has won on a 4-point question about 70s. And I knew the answer to both of those questions. My whole strategy was dependent on stealing 70s from him in the Pick Your Poison round. And when he was in the lead going into that round, I knew it was going to be difficult. You know, I'm very happy with how I did. I wish I'd been able to pull that Dark Knight slogan, but you know, it is what it is.
Tom, I'll be honest, I love your attitude and I love having you in this game. When you do come back, which you are going to be coming back this season, is there anyone you do hope to play?
Yeah, I want to call out Adelaide Spence. Just for funsies. Just throwing that name out there into the ether. Throwing down the gauntlet.
That Tom Houseman versus Adelaide Spence, that should be a fun match. Well, Tom, thank you so much. It was great to have you. But we are going to be moving on to the interview with your winner tonight, Rajko. You pulled out the victory 2-0 in your rookie season. Once again, like Tom says, you won this game, hitting your 4-pointer 2 times. How are you feeling tonight?
Oh my God, this is twice in a row where it's like it's not easy. Next time, can you guys make it easy? Because I'm not too fond of this. But Tom was so like Tom Tom, I got lucky by getting this opponent, by him getting opponent's choice, and once I heard him talk, I almost was going to give him 70s, but then when I heard him talk about stuff, I go, wait a minute, I think he knows 70s. So, and I gave him horror instead of like another one because I can steal horror.
Absolutely. Well, this does mean you are 2-0. So this does when you do come back, is there someone you would like to meet up in the ring?
Well, I don't know if it's too early yet, but I want the guy. Oh, sorry, this way. I want the guy with the glasses.
Me?
Oh, yeah, I want Dylan.
Okay.
That would be a good match because a lot of our categories are the same, and I've been talking to him in the writers thing. I think we'd give each other a run for money, but again, it may be too soon because he is an ex-champ. Sorry, I apologize about using the word X.
It's fine. It's fine.
Beautiful man, Canadian versus Canadian, that match would be. But thank you so much for showing up tonight, Rajko. It's always a pleasure to have you. Dylan, I think this was a great match. What are your final thoughts on this match?
Yeah, really fantastic stuff. Again, another very strong showing for our crop of rookies this year. They've been really showing up this season. Another like barn burner, high scoring. It's really what you love to see. Tom played fantastic. Like, this is one of the better performances, I think, from a losing competitor in singles that I've seen in a while. Like, 17 points is fantastic. He had the lead coming out of round number 1. Only missed one category in the category that he was given on opponent's choice. Really impressive stuff there. And Rajko, I mean, he got his strength category, but also those are some pretty tough director's questions that he was able to maneuver his way through, and he crushed that category. Also, really good strategy, I think, in determining what category to give to Tom, because as from what it seems, anyway, he's a pretty well-rounded. He's got a pretty well-rounded knowledge base. Both these guys do, and I'm very excited to see what both these competitors do next, because I foresee big things in their future, big stuff.
Absolutely, very excited to see what these players have next. But once again, congratulations to Rajko on the win. But from Rajko, from Tom. From everyone here at Multiplex Movie Melee, I'm Payson the Cinemaster Johnson. That is Dylan Vicious Van Thine. Have a great night.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it takes a
Bye.